Sometimes actually, though, I do wonder doing this, though, you know, if anyone's going to be telling my jokes in like 300 years' time. No, you're right, though. It is unlikely, right? Because no, because, you know, by then civilization will probably have collapsed. So, you know, there won't be much time for humour and, you know, amidst the cannibalism and sky being on fire, will there, right? So if people are still telling jokes then, it'll likely be more like, oh, you're reading John's heart. I didn't think the bastard had one. You know? That sort of thing. You know, I won't be telling any of mine. Also, right, because comedy just doesn't age that well, does it, right? It becomes kind of irrelevant too quickly, right? Which is why there's no kind of, like, audience demand right now for the jokes of comedians who died hundreds of years ago, is there, right? There's just audience demand for the jokes of comedians who are alive today. And, you know, I'm alive today, which is actually the main thing I have going for my career at the moment. But I should be grateful I even have that right, because in some fields, you know, like being alive can be bad for your career, can't it? Right? Like classical music. Yeah, there's no audience demand for the works of composers who are alive today, is there? Audiences just want to listen to the dead guys, don't they? You know, like Bach or Beethoven or Rammstein. You know, all of the classics, right? You know, I reckon that's why the contemporary classical music, you know, sounds so weird, right? Because the poor composers working today are just desperate, you know? They're trying anything to get noticed, right? It's all the classical music that's written today just, you know, sounds like you know, that, doesn't it? It's like 3 years at the conservatoire for that. You know, the composer's calling up the orchestra being like, come on, Bach never had the idea to bang a hammer on an electric kettle. Play my kettle symphony. Yes, I do like the timbre of a Breville. I mean, imagine, right, if the comedy world worked in the same way as the classical music world, you know, like you all came along to the show and then the comedian was like, thank you so much. Tonight I will be performing a repertoire of jokes written in 1492 by the great German comedian Wilhelm Schmanderson. This first joke is entitled, What is Gunther, the village drunk, doing to Frau Schneider's donkey? Und Spitzen jagen der Fegen, da steigen, steigen. Oh, wow, he's doing it in the original German tonight. Whoa. Very cool interpretation of the joke. And there's a few contemporary comedians just banging the mic on a kettle, you know. Yes, I do like the humour of a Breville.